Hey everybody, this is Joe from Greenlight Sound and greenlightsound.com, and today I'd like to go over a new plugin from Soundtoys called Little Plate. And the cool thing about this plugin is, for now, if you're watching this right when the video comes out, from now until November 22nd, 2017, this plugin is free. My guess would be later on, well, I know for sure later on that the price will be $99, and then they often have sales in their little versions of the plugins and bring them down to maybe $20 or so. But full price will be $99. My guess would be that later on they'll release a full plate plugin. It happens with all the other Soundtoys plugins. They release a little version for free, kind of a teaser almost, and then a full version or a full featured version of the plugin later on. But for what it does, it has a great sound based upon that EMT 140 Plate Reverb, but with a few other features that the original Plate did not have. So the first thing I want to do is try it on a saxophone bus here. I have a saxophone track. It's already been processed, has some EQ, compression, and saturation on it. Here it is dry. So again, the processing so far on there is just to have a console channel strip with some EQ and compression. The UBK1 from Kush Audio gives some saturation. I kind of wanted to have that sound of the saxophones in the Beatles' Savoy Truffle, that George Harrison tune, which are these really distorted saxes. This doesn't go quite that far, but it kind of has that saturated feel of that tune. And now what I'd like to do is bring up the Plate Reverb. I have it on Ascend here, so I have the mix knob 100% wet. Low cut, I'm cutting a lot of the low part of the signal out at about 200 hertz, and the decay time set here between 2 and 4 seconds. Here it is with the Plate Reverb engaged. Cool. Just to get a sense of how it sounds as I dial this up, this goes well beyond the limits of a normal Plate Reverb, which would be about, I guess, 5 seconds of decay time normally. We can go here to 8, 16, 32, even all the way to infinity. So I'm going to play the same loop here and push the decay time up into infinity. And when I stop, it continues on. Which I can imagine automating. That would be a really cool trick for an effect in a track. The modulation switch here does add some modulation to the reverb tail. Easiest way to hear that is if I play a loop for infinity and then engage this switch, you can hear what it does to the sound. Versus off. And on. So you can hear some slight fluctuation to the tone of that tail of the signal. Again, the low cut, you can have it down to 20 hertz and really cut all the way up to 1K, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty much it for features. I think the less knobs here, the better, because you can really dial in a great sound quickly. But I'd like to hear it on another source. So the first thing I want to do is play the overall instrumental track by itself, maybe in one of the verses here. Now what I'll do is add the lead vocal track in dry.
Let you go 'cause I feel so bad, and I can't sleep 'cause you're in my head.
And now here is the vocal instance of Little Plate. I brought up one of their presets and tweaked it a little bit, Vocal Abbey 2, which in my mind is probably based upon the Abbey Road EMT Plate. And you can see the decay time here is pulled down a little bit between 1 and 2 seconds. Again, mix knob's full wet. I don't have any modulation engaged, and the low cut's a little bit higher, about 280 hertz or so. And I'll engage the reverb now, and here it is on the lead vocal part.
Go 'cause I feel so bad, and I can't sleep 'cause you're in my head.
Dry.
And I see all the things that you wanna do, but it hurts 'cause
Played
I
in.
know that they won't come true. 'Cause I've got me.
I'll switch on the modulation, do the same thing.
Let you go, cause I feel so bad. And I can't sleep, cause you're in my head. And I see.
Very subtle difference there, but some liveliness to the tail of the reverb decay when you have that modulation engaged. Okay, so there it is. Soundtoys Little Plate Reverb. Highly recommended. Again, free till November 22nd, 2017. I've been Joe from greenlightsound.com. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.